Unfortunately, as we saw in the finale, Moff Gideon outsmarted both the unknowing Din Djarin and Bo-Katan as well, who was hoping for a better outcome than what actually happened. From the moment Mando took the Beskar spear, we all knew what was going to happen next. With that Beskar spear, Din Djarin was going to fight Moff Gideon one way or another for the life of Grogu. In a very interesting turn of events, Mando not only defeats Moff Gideon in combat, therefore taking the Darksaber for himself, but unknowingly he has now become Mandalor, the rightful ruler of the Mandalorian people. Once they go back to give the good news to Bo-Katan, this is where trouble starts. Bo-Katan is shocked to see Din Djarin wielding the Darksaber, as this means that now, in order to take it from him, she needs to take it in combat. And what is probable as well, to the extent of killing Din Djarin in order to be the rightful ruler. There's a lot to unpack here. So, first off, we know that you don't have to kill someone to become Mandalore simply because Din Djarin just became one without killing Moff Gideon. So let's say, for the sake of argument, that Bo-Katan needs to take the Darksaber from Din Djarin in a combat situation rather than Din Djarin just handing it over to her like he did in the episode, although she refused. What you have to keep in mind though, just before we continue, Din Djarin was not intending to kill Moff Gideon and become Mandalore. He was thinking none of that. All that was in his mind was to save Grogu and hand over the Darksaber to Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan, however, might have a different opinion. You see, the conversation immediately needs to be brought up. Why did Bo-Katan take the Darksaber from Sabine Wren back in Star Wars Rebels, but not now from Din Djarin? This is a clear contradiction between two storylines. The one connecting tissue, aside from the character Bo-Katan, is the supervisor himself, Dave Filoni. You see, Dave created and was involved with Star Wars Rebels, same as here with The Mandalorian. That goes to show you that there is no contradiction, but there is an omission of sorts. In Dave Filoni's mind, there is a key difference in Bo-Katan. Back then, she was naive and young. Now she is more mature and knows the consequences. The consequences of simply being gifted the Darksaber instead of taking it from someone, which is, let's admit, the Mandalorian way. With all that being said, there's really no way that Din Djarin will die in The Mandalorian, or that Bo-Katan could outright kill him in combat in order to take the Darksaber, so there's gotta be a way for Bo-Katan to reclaim this weapon without harming Din Djarin, hopefully, and based on what it's known, there are clearly some options. As we stated previously, we saw Din Djarin and Moff Gideon duel, and Moff Gideon not die. Therefore, the Mandalorian is now kinda the rightful ruler of the Mandalorians. But this is not the way for Bo-Katan. She tried once before. A lot of people were present when she was gifted the Darksaber and became the rightful ruler of the Mandalorian people, but this instead did not work out real well. This is why Bo-Katan has a humongous problem in just taking the Darksaber as a gift. What I believe in what will be explained in Season 3 is that Bo-Katan believes it is bad luck to be gifted the Darksaber because Din Djarin is completely echoing Sabine Wren. They are both gifting her the Darksaber, but this time a more mature Bo-Katan who knows what happened during the Imperial era. She does not want inner conflict between her people who might revolt in saying she is not a true ruler as she was gifted the Darksaber instead of earning it in combat. And second of all, this is simply bad luck, or it will suffer a horrible destiny. She wants her rule as Mandalore this time around to be done right. How do we achieve this though? Because Din Djarin did not even entertain the idea in the Season 2 finale of fighting Bo-Katan. And this is where the problem lies with Din Djarin in the end, because Bo-Katan, I don't believe, has any problems in fighting Din Djarin. But Mando does not even entertain the idea. He doesn't even want to approach it in that sense because he doesn't want to harm a member of his creed, which is of course Bo-Katan. Not only is she a Mandalorian, she once was the ruler of all Mandalorians and hopefully wants to be that once again. My opinion is that in the third season there will definitely be a fight between Bo-Katan and Mando, but not in a violent sort of way. It will be a controlled area, controlled fight in that they will be in a closed area possibly with witnesses, and they will fight to earn the Darksaber, but not to death. At least that's what we all hope, because the Mandalorian cannot die. He has plot armor, of course. One thing that I want to mention to all fans, think about this for just 1 second. What if now Bo-Katan relinquishes her want for the Darksaber and lets the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, become the rightful ruler of the Mandalorians, becoming Mandalore? What if that was the case for Season 3? I think that could save Season 3, honestly, with us not knowing if Grogu will or will not return. If Season 3 has the storyline of Mando being the Mandalore himself, ruling his people, going from being a foundling, almost getting killed, being saved by the Death Watch, being saved by Mandalorians, and now becoming the ruler of every single one, that is a great storyline in my opinion, and I think they should explore that instead of just giving the Darksaber to Bo-Katan either in combat or in any other way. In a sense, Din Djarin can go from being just a single dad to one child to now being the ruler of his kind. Having to deal with that situation might be as intriguing as Grogu too. So guys, leave all your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know, what do you guys think? Do you want Din Djarin to be Mandalore? Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up down below. Subscribe for dailies. Now you can have an awesome day, Star Wars fans. I'll see you in the next video, and may the Force be with you. Until then.